Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in MLS Next Pro. We'll take you through the matches of the week outside of the Atlanta United 2 match that was broadcast on the SDH network. And as a programming reminder, once again, a little before 6:30 on Sunday night, it is Atlanta United 2 in Fort Lauderdale at DRV PNK Stadium taking on Inter Miami CF2 in a division battle. And once again, that'll be on the SDH network a little before 6:30 kick or so shortly thereafter down in Fort Lauderdale. So let's take you backward before we go forward when it comes to life in MLS Next Pro and get you through the week that was and go through the standings and get you ready for the week that will be, all the awards, all of the things that you need to know on a daily basis and on a weekly basis over at MLSNextPro.com. Over the last 7 days of action, last Friday you had the one match at Palmer Field, Austin FC 2 and Loons 2. Austin FC 2 winning 6-5 on PKs to get the extra point. As always, the big roundup on Sunday started off with Crew 2 and Inter Miami 2 playing at historic Crew Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Crew get the win there by the score of 3-2. Match of the week in the East, Revs 2, FC Cincinnati 2, 10-goal thriller. These highlights are going to take a while because it even went to PKs. Here's your highlights of how things went down on, and courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro, MLSNextPro.com, and the league itself.
This is a group that wants to score. They just need to find that first goal, and hopefully for them, they would want to score pretty much right away to set the tone. Castellano and Ordonez have 6 goals combined. We are underway. Riviere takes a shot, blocked down. Nice stop there defensively. Apononu. There's a shot off the crossbar. What a look for New England. Penayutu. Souza again. Tripped up in the box. Penayutu sends it to the middle. Rivera takes a shot, he scores! Adebayo Smith dishes it off. Here he is again, takes a shot, it's blocked down. Almost a handball, and it is. That's the call. Penalties on the way. Diaz, money. FC Cincinnati had a good start to this game. Trying to catch New England disorganized. Here's a chance off an interception. Ordonez scores. Ordonez takes a shot. He scores. A brace for Ordonez. Rivera showing off his speed. Adebayo Smith in the area. Shoots, scores. Weinstein. This could be costly. It is! The equalizer. Not been in control of this game. On the scoreboard, at least. See if that changes now. Header! Yes! Thomas! Up, going for the back post now. Header! Bounces off the post! Still in the 18. Valenzuela battling for it. Diaz. Rivera. There's Rivera. Tucks it in the corner. Very tough to do. Not take an extra touch or anything like that. At it again. Header. No. Walters again. Walters says no. Penayutu. In the corner. Fry heads it for Diaz, Adebayo Smith. Penalties coming. Diaz buries it. Samways takes a shot and it's in! An own goal! Blocked down by Weinstein, denies Samways. Good start for New England. Awashi tucks it in the corner. New England Revolution come out victorious and kicks from the spot. Lots of love there. Awashi just tucks it in the corner past Walters, and that's the game-winning kick from the spot.
5-4 on PKs, 5-5 in the highest scoring game ever in the history of MLS Next Pro. So well done there. 10-goal thriller, 9 more goals scored in PKs. New England gets the extra point at Gillette by winning that one 5-4. Atlanta United 2 with the goal by Kareem Tamimi gets the win over Philadelphia Union 2 at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Third win on the spin for the Twos. Goalless draw between Fire 2 and Red Bulls 2. Red Bulls 2 won 3-0 on PKs at SeatGeek Stadium in Bridgeview. Out west, Colorado Rapids 2 and North Texas SC. That one was at the University of Denver Soccer Stadium. And on that one, it was Rapids 2 with the 4-2 win. Also out east, Orlando City B 3-2 winners over Toronto FC 2. Also on the board, it was at Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman, Utah. Real Monarchs 5-1 winners over Portland Timbers 2. St. Louis City 2, 2-1 winners over Whitecaps 2. That one was at City Park. Earthquakes 2, 1-0 winners over LAFC 2 at Titan Stadium on the campus of Cal State Fullerton. Houston Dynamo 2 on the road at Rock Chalk Park in Lawrence, knocking off Sporting Kansas City 2 by the score of 4-1. Crown Legacy FC continues their winning ways. They did it on the road at Belson Stadium in New York City, beating NYCFC 2 by the final of 4-1. And your match out west that we take a peek at, Tacoma Defiance and Los Dos. This one was at Starfire. Once again, here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro and MLSNextPro.com and Apple TV.
Braulio Rodriguez, the other goal scorer this season in the starting 11 for Tacoma. And the first professional goals for Bibu. He was Player of the Week in MLS Next Pro. Last time out, held in check against Austin. Glad to have you with us on MLSNextPro.com. AJ Ricketts with you for this one. Let's have a fun one tonight. Tacoma in Los Angeles underway. See non-bookings for less. This is whipped in. Header off the post. Nearly the opening tally in the 8th minute. It's great service in from the near side. Making things difficult for Aaron Bibu there. Right back at it, Galaxy 2. Bibu, a great chance here. Bibu slides it and it's deflected in net. Andrew Thomas there. Andrew Thomas. Bjorgolfsson battling. Bjorgolfsson goes down. And that'll be a penalty kick for Tacoma Defiance. And a yellow given there as well. Tacoma looking for the advantage here at the end of the first half, and it's slotted into the back of the net. Al Uteritz, his 4th goal of the campaign, 1-0 to Tacoma here at the end of the first half. Galaxy 2 trying to avoid being shut out for the 3rd time this season. It'd be the first game since very early in this month on April 2nd. And they were shut out by North Texas. Tacoma looking for a second here. Bjorgolfsson, an extra touch. Saved first time, second ball through. It's a goal. Tacoma Defiance doubles their lead. It's Paul Rothrock off the bench. Rothrock makes it 2-0 in the Defiance. The substitute quickly makes an impact. It's his first goal of the 2023 campaign. Gilson did well to get a touch on this initially as Bjorgolfsson bounced to the outside, but on the second ball, Rothrock was the first to it. 11 points, which would have them knotted up with Vancouver in the conference. Well, they wanted a handball here. This will be a penalty for Galaxy 2, who are not done yet. Aaron Bibu from the spot. makes it 2-1. Calmly slots it into the left-hand corner. That's well done by Bebu. Tacoma trying to get it back here. Play towards the near side. Sousa across the mouth of goal, and Tacoma gets it right back. It's Rodriguez. Only moments later, after Galaxy 2 had made this a game once more, Tacoma puts their stamp on this one. 3-1 with just over 10 minutes to play. How quick was this counterpunch? Sent across the mouth of goal. A great touch as well. Give credit to Paul Rothrock. Second corner kick. And that was spilled momentarily, and Thomas able to secure. A little bit of chippiness there at the end of the sequence. Yellow card issued. Sid Gay wondering what's going on. That's the second yellow that was given there. It's an MLS Next Pro rule. You don't miss the next game. You miss the next matchup with that opponent. That'll do it. A deserved 3 points for Tacoma Defiance at home.
So Tacoma Defiance gets the 3-1 win. Uderitz, Rothrock, and Bradilio Rodriguez with the 3 goals for the Defiance. So that takes us into the standings, and we will start things off in the Eastern Conference. Northeast Division, Crown Legacy, 5 wins in their first 6. They are 5 points clear right now at 16 points. Revs 2, Red Bulls 2, both at 11 points. Goal difference right now going to New England Revolution 2. They've scored 15 goals in their first 6 matches. Red Bulls 2, however, have only scored 5, but they've only given up 5. NYCFC 2 with 7 points in their first 5 matches, 2-2-1. Philadelphia Union 2 at 1-4-1 with the extra point coming in one of those matches. They are at 5 points in Toronto FC 2, 5 matches, 0-4-1, and they have the 1 point on the year, -7 in goal difference. In the Central Division, it's OCB at 14 points at 4-1-1. They are 3 points ahead of Crew 2 with 11 points. Atlanta United 2, once again we mentioned, 3 wins on the spin, and they are 3-1-1 in their first month of the year, with 5 of their first 6 coming at the Fraction at Fifth Third Bank Stadium in Kennesaw. So Atlanta United 2 at 10 points right now. They are in third in the Central. FC Cincinnati 2 at 8 points. Fire 2 at 7 points. Inter Miami 2, they are at 6 points in 6 matches, 2 wins and 4 losses. They have given up 15 goals in those 6 matches. They have only scored 9. They have only played 2 matches at home, by the way. Hunt City have only played, they've only gotten 4 points so far. They have played 5 matches so far this year as we await in 2 weeks' time Joe Davis Stadium coming online for Huntsville as they have started out their season 0-3-2, all of them on the road under Jack Collison. Western Conference in the Frontier, Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2 both at 16 points. And right now ahead on goal differences, Rapids 2, and also points per game average goes to Rapids 2 right now as well. Loons 2 are third at 10 points. North Texas SC at 9 points. And they are ahead of Houston Dynamo 2 and Sporting Kansas City 2, who both have 8 points in 6 matches. Dynamo 2 are ahead on goal difference. St. Louis City 2 in their first 6 matches, 1-3-2 with an extra point along the way. And that they are at 6 points at the bottom of the Frontier. And in the Pacific, Tacoma Defiance and Whitecaps 2, they are both at 11 points. Points per game average goes to Tacoma, as does goal difference. Earthquakes 2 at 9 points. They're ahead in points per game average and in goal difference over Real Monarchs. Remember that one Monarchs thumping that they had earlier in the year. Los Dos at 5 points. 6 matches played, 1-4-1 with an extra point along the way. T2, 3 points, 1-4 in their first 5. LAFC 2 points in their first 6 with a record of 0-4-2. On MLS Next Pro, a couple of other things to take a peek at. Your MLS Next Pro team of Match Day 6 goes to Real Monarchs, when you can go to the analysis from our friends at MLSNextPro.com. Hamilton Olave is their coach right now. A bounce back from a 1-0 win to score 5 unanswered in that 5-1 win over Timbers 2. Diego Luna, the star of the show for the Monarchs, U20 standout for the USM&T. 2 goals in the second half, goals in the 65th and the 74th. So from our friends at MLS Next Pro, the team of the week of the Real Monarchs, pro player of Match Day 6, Yosuke Hanya. And Hanya, in the win over North Texas for Colorado Rapids 2, turn things around in 2 minutes. Rapids tied the match at 2 with a goal from Hanya in the 63rd. In the next minute, Hanya assisted on the go-ahead goal, gave Rapids 2 the momentum they needed to seal the game moments later. 6-game unbeaten string right now for Rapids 2, and that gave him the nod for Player of the Week in MLS Next Pro. Also on the board, your power rankings in your top 10 after match day 6. You are looking at, from number 10, Earthquakes 2, Revs 2, Crew 2, Loons 2 at number 7, Tacoma Defiance at number 6, Whitecaps 2 at number 5, OCB at number 4, Austin FC 2 at number 3, and the shootout win over Loons 2. Crown Legacy right now is at number 2, and Colorado Rapids 2, once again remaining unbeaten in regulation with their third comeback win of 2023 right now. According to the league, they are, right now, your top 10 in the power rankings for the week. Timbers have signed German midfielder Noel Kaliskin to a one-year deal as a part of their activity. Super Draft first-round pick earns his first-team contract, signed him to a one-year deal with club options for 24 and 25. He was selected by Portland in the first round, number 15 overall, in the 2023 Super Draft out of Loyola Marymount University. On a short-term loan from T2, made his first-team debut in the Open Cup against Orange County. 90 minutes to help Portland advance to the round of 32 with that 3-1 win over at Providence Park. Signed his first professional contract with T2 ahead of the 23 MLS Next Pro season. 3 goals in 4 appearances. In 4 years at Loyola Marymount, 9 goals, 13 assists in 65 appearances. West Coast Conference Midfielder of the Year, back-to-back years in 21 and 22. West Coast Conference Offensive Player of the Year in 21, West Coast Player of the Year in 20, Freshman of the Year in 19, Mac Hermann Trophy semifinalist following his junior year in 2021. So Noel Kaliskin signing with Portland. Also on the board for Inter Miami. Inter Miami signing his academy product David Ruiz as a homegrown to a first-year contract. And it was a contract running through 25, options with 26 and 27. Now is the 6th Inter Miami CF Academy product to sign with the first team. Featured twice for the first team on short-term loans this year at the age of 19. Put in some minutes against Chicago Fire at DRV PNK on March 25th. Then on April 22nd, came off the bench again in a road match against Houston Dynamo. 3 appearances, 2 starts for Inter Miami 2 so far this season. So that sets up your schedule and how things are laid out this weekend. 4 matches on your Friday, and you have 1 on Saturday, and everybody else is on Sunday to start off the month of May. All matches on Friday are on MLS Season Pass. Hunt City is at Crew 2 at historic Crew Stadium at 7 o'clock. OCB is at Matthews taking on Crown Legacy at 7:30. Sporting Kansas City 2 is at PayPal Park to take on Earthquakes 2 at 10 Eastern. Same for Real Monarchs hosting Tacoma Defiance. It's 10 Eastern, Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman, Utah. That one is on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass. The one match on Saturday, 5 o'clock in the afternoon at Belson Stadium. It is NYCFC 2 with a home match on MLSNextPro.com as they take on Revs 2. Sunday, you're stacked. Once again, 6:30, DRV PNK Stadium on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass. Also on the SDH network is Atlanta United 2, takes on Inter Miami 2. 7 o'clock, 2 kicks on MLS Season Pass and Apple TV. Union 2 travel to Montclair to take on Red Bulls 2. On MLSNextPro.com at York Lions Stadium, it is FC Cincinnati 2 taking the road trip to take on Toronto FC 2. 8 o'clock, a couple of matches, 1 on MLSNextPro.com. 2 of the 3 actually on MLSNextPro.com. On the web, it is Colorado Rapids 2 at Los Dos. That one is in Carson, California. Austin FC 2 is at Timbers 2. That one is at Providence Park. 8 o'clock on MLS Season Pass at the National Sports Center in St. Paul. It is Loons 2 hosting Chicago Fire 2. 8:30 on MLSNextPro.com at Choctaw. North Texas SC is hosting St. Louis City 2. 9 o'clock, your late game on Sunday night. It is Houston Dynamo 2 at Swangard, taking on the hosts, the Whitecaps, Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2. So looking at some of your stats so far here, league leaders in goals Archimedes Ordonez for FC Cincinnati 2 has 6. Nick Firmino for Atlanta United 2 is one of a couple with 5. Hanya from Colorado, we've mentioned him. Diogo Pacheco from Minnesota also with 5. Assists, Rothrock on top of the ladder with 5. Govea from Cincinnati has 4. Draper and Coleman Gannon from Columbus have 3 each. And also, you look at your clean sheets list so far. It's A.J. Marcucci with 3, leading everything for Red Bulls 2. Then you have Vicente Reyes for Atlanta United 2 that's a part of the discussion, tied for second with 2. Kofi Tumasi, by the way, for Atlanta United 2, leads the league in interceptions with 20 at this point of the year. He is 2 clear of Kaye from New England, and then 5 clear of 2 players, Kibanguchi from OCB and Asenge from Los Dos. So that's your numbers right now. When it comes to the individual stats in MLS Next Pro, team stats, goals right now, Whitecaps FC2 lead with 16 goals scored so far this year. Crown Legacy lead with 67 key passes. Goals inside the 18, Whitecaps FC2 with 14 of their 16 from inside the 18. Loons 2 right now with 5 goals outside the 18. They lead in that category. They are 3 ahead of Crown Legacy, Sporting Kansas City 2, and OCB. So once again, a reminder, if you are in market and can catch matches in MLS Next Pro, you get to see the next generation of stars working their way through. So if you're in market and can catch them, please do. If you are in market and can't catch them, follow along on your local providers. If you want to follow along and can't find the local provider or one does not exist, go to MLSNextPro.com, and you can also follow along on Apple TV with MLS Season Pass. So that is the latest as we have gone into match week number 7 for MLS Next Pro. Once again, reminder, Atlanta United 2, Inter Miami FC 2, a little before 6:30 Sunday night from DRVP and K Stadium on the SDH network. So for everybody here at Soccer Down Here, for Jason, for Jarrett, for Nick, I'm just John. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the matches in MLS Next Pro.